This one's for the beaten down, the ones who lost their rock and roll. Rise up, you lost ones, claim your crown. You were born to rock inside your soul. Welcome, misfits, orphans, all the ones who feel they don't belong. You were made to rock, so stand up tall. Go rock the world and prove them wrong. Rock what you got, rock what you got. Don't ever let them make you stop. Rock what you got, light up the light. No one can rock the way you rock. This one's for originals who strike out towards the great unknown. Fear not the missteps, take the fall. The rock you find will be your own. Rock what you got, rock what you got. Don't ever let them make you stop. Rock what you got, light up the light. No one can rock the way you rock. Rock what you got, rock what you got. Don't ever let them make you stop. Rock what you got, light up the light. No one can rock the way you rock. This one's for the beaten down who gave up on their rock and roll. Lift your eyes from what dragged you down. You were born to rock inside your soul. Rock what you got, rock what you got. Don't ever let them make you stop. Rock what you got, light up the light. No one can rock the way you rock. Rock what you got, rock what you got. Don't ever let them make you stop. Rock what you got, light up the light. No one can rock the way you rock. Rock what you got, rock what you got. Don't ever let them make you stop. Rock what you got, light up the light. No one can rock the way you rock.
I chose to do Van Gogh Getter because he had a lot of accessories, and it would give me and I thought it would give me a bit of a challenge. I also wanted to do him because his creator, who happens to be my friend, tends to get sick a lot and quite easily. So I thought it might brighten her day. I decided to make Van Gogh Getter before I painted Tafari, which is why Tafari is in some shots during the painting phase of the time lab. There wasn't much that changed from my drawings and the finished project, other than the fact that the drawings of him didn't, and my references of him didn't have a knot on his belt to keep it up. Um, I figured that it would be best to have it on his left side because um, all the pictures of him were either from a 3/4 view from the right or straight on right. So I checked out a book on knots from the library and tested 3 different knots, and I thought would work for his character, and I asked his creator which one she liked, and the one that she picked was the thief knot. What I liked about making Van Gogh Getter was that he went together relatively quickly, and I didn't have any problems during any of the sculpting or painting phases. Um, actually, and while I was making him, it occurred to me that I could make a small business out of making personal sculptures for people. What I didn't like about putting Van Gogh Getter together was that I didn't know how to make jewelry, even though I knew I wanted a real chain and earring, and I still had to figure out the glasses. Luckily for me, I have a grandmother who makes jewelry quite often and was able to help me out. The other thing was that annoyed me, I suppose, was that um, my mom kind of said that he had a skin tag up until the Pokeball was painted. Which I have to admit, it kind of did look like a skin tag until it was painted. Um, Another thing that bothered me was that after he was done and I had clear coated him, the resin didn't dry like it normally did, and for some reason just stayed sticky even after a year. So I recently just repainted him, and so hopefully he won't be sticky. I picked Rock What You Got by a super chick for Van Gogh Getter because from what I read of his personality, he is someone who does what he will, and like the song is saying, to be you. And Rocket, not to mention his look just kind of says rock.